So who's where and what did we discover last time?
All right. Let's see. Introduction to Session 4, The Lit Up Guest House. Dark is the night, as another woman has fallen silent on this eve. Otto is stalking the shadows a bit, somewhere in between the darkness and the light of the guest house. He now stands, now and forevermore, so to speak. Hildig is running desperately to the guest house, his breath hard and fast as the spring darkness engulfs him. But suddenly, seeing the very brightly lit guest house off in the distance, just a few dozen meters from the front porch, the rest of the group has just left the woods behind. The creaking branches of the oaks of Krokek making you turn around one extra time. And off in the distance you see a pair of reddish, strange eyes, wide open, disappearing amidst the branches of the shadows. And that is where we left off last time. I think sort of appropriate picture I cobbled together just before the session.
Spooky.
I'm intrigued.
In a different direction.
I think as I remember it, someone told me that Otto was drunk, and when I see the whole, a bit too much more light than I expect, I think I will start running in the snow towards the guest house.
The guest house itself is very, very well lit, so to speak. It seems like every candle has been put out to the windows, and all kinds of all the tables and things like that. It smells quite faintly of wax all over the place. Wax and tallow candles.
I will try to locate Otto, and I'm probably the first thing when I enter. The first thing is I ask, where is he?
The staff member Lisa.
The drunk priest.
I think she just motions up to the second floor. I think I believe you were at the second floor last time, if I recall.
I'm happy to be at the second floor. I mean, I could be anywhere, I guess. Can I say a little bit about where I might be? And that's okay. And you can tell me,
yeah.
Okay, whether it's okay. I think that I would probably have heard just enough, maybe to be. I mean, if the sisters' room, the three, I call them the sisters. That's somebody used that term at some point, but the witches, the women with the room. I could be at that room, which I presume is probably locked, and trying to open it because I want to get it lit up. And I will say, this is for everybody's good. I'm probably pretty tired by now, maybe run out of fuel. And I'm saying, let's please, I don't want you to die like Olga.
Are you sort of knocking the door?
Not very politely. I've probably knocked hard on every locked door all up and down the hallway, and maybe I'm past this one, maybe I'm here at this one. Do you get the idea? I'm just going up and down, pounding on the doors and saying, she is dead. Her body was torn. It will happen to you. Listen to God, I think.
It's sort of a very, very slow creaking opening the door. The rather heavy-set woman peeks out, just sort of staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Where did Clara go? She was just about to get some.
I don't know. Is Clara one of you?
Rather confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I'm like, Clara who? But I don't mean to take up all this time with this. If you want to say Hilding gets me or something, I don't mean to. It's up to you.
Right.
Okay.
I think it's at this point that I think that would be most appropriate actually for Hilding to get back to the guest house. He was looking for Otto after all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
The women shut the door quite suddenly, as large clamps up the stairs can be heard. Hilding running off towards in your direction.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm. What we see is Hilding really concerned, and I'm really quickly trying to assess the situation. I've seen all the lights, but I don't know the state of Otto, so I'm really concerned. I'm probably like having my hair, and I mean, because you could be like totally hysterical, rambling and
Right.
shouting
Breaking
and
things. Well, I was
fighting,
earlier, but
yeah.
yeah.
But right now you're not that. You're in the late stages.
Right,
of
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I look terrible,
madness.
right? I look terrible. Big shadows under my eyes, right? But I will be astonished to see you, and I will say,
Yeah.
you know,
And
thank
I
God
will
and
be
Jesus
relieved.
Christ and all of I'm Lutheran,
Oh.
so there are no heavenly hosts or anything, but
no.
I will praise whoever is to be praised that you are here. You have survived, and I even describe how you would have been torn from between, the middle of your groin up through your body. I had visions of you lying there, exposed, and it's kind of gross. But this is what I feared, so I'm so happy this didn't happen to you.
I think that affects me in the way that I go down to my knees and start praying.
We're all crazy. This is great. Okay.
And like, because I mean, this has actually happened.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know about that woman. I don't think.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And I'm not planning on taking you to that state.
Okay.
Let us pray, Father.
Right.
I'm so glad that we can save each other in this hard moment.
That's exactly what we are doing right now. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you praying?
Let's go. Let's go to bed.
Praying.
Are you praying together?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you would like to, Otto, would you like to roll? I think it's empathy, inspiration, or sort of what do you call it? Trying to comfort Hilding in this trying time.
Well, both of us, yeah, or rather,
this is
Hilding's role. Yeah, go ahead. That sounds great.
This is also for expelling conditions.
Yes,
mental conditions.
I can become unfrightened finally. Yes, I'm fine. Yes. I get it.
Yeah, and I don't have any conditions myself, but
right. That's why you're rolling to help me, I think.
But isn't it so that you cannot do it for yourself? Like
right,
if you're
correct.
praying,
right?
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
You cannot do it for yourself, but you can help others. So Hilding can help Otto out, for example.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So empathy and what did you say? Empathy and
I think it's inspiration, if I recall.
Oh, I have absolutely no inspiration at all. That's
all
interesting. Right. But I have a lot of empathy. 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I will roll that. Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's 1.
All right.
One success.
One success. You can you remove one condition then, Otto.
I am finally not as frightened.
And I think I will when the prayer ends, because it's probably a specific prayer, probably the only one that I know. And after that, I will take you under my arm and we go back to your bed and I put you to bed.
Yeah, I imagine that I'm probably, now that I'm no longer frightened, I'm probably just completely exhausted. Well, I mean, not the condition exhausted, but ready for bed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're probably rather very tired.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And so am I. I'm frightened, probably, but totally devastated also. So it's been a long day. 2 murders and
Yes,
whatnot. So I'm probably going to bed also.
Mhm.
indeed.
And we discussed it, but I think we're sleeping in the same room
Yeah,
All right.
that sounds good to me.
as your.
I think
Yeah.
that sounds very good. I'll pass over onto the rest of the group. Let's see what they are doing. You all see Hilding heading back into the house, so to speak, or perhaps it's a little ahead of you though. Still just left the woods, and you can see the guest house in the distance. A pair of rather darkly red eyes just disappeared into the shadows. Perhaps circa maybe 50, 40 meters away from you. The wind is rather chill and the snow is littering the ground. The leaves are rustling all about you. What do you do?
How do the dogs react?
They bark and whine and cower behind you.
Continue to walk to the guest house, maybe?
One of the dogs is barking in the direction from where the eyes came from. They are extremely upset.
Did everybody see those eyes?
You think it's smart to investigate them?
I believe
think-
we can.
Magnus will want to get closer because with everything that happened last time, he wants to see what is going on.
Oh, brave.
So you're heading off in the direction of the eyes.
In a very, very, very careful way and watching behind my back, making sure that nobody's farther away than like 10 meters or so,
All right.
so I can run by.
Do you have any condition?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Sorry, I don't have my last up-to-date spreadsheet or
Alright.
character sheet because I'm not at home. So.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember Magnus getting a
I
condition.
don't think. Yeah, I don't recall.
I had-
either.
Weren't
I had
you?
the scare one, but I think it was fixed
Ah,
Okay.
All right.
by the tea or the space cake. I don't remember.
ah.
I'm not entirely
Space
sure.
tea.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go with that. You head off in the direction of where the ice was last seen. What about the rest of you? Both Ruth and Elsta, as well as let's see, Beatrice as well.
Beatrice will follow, even though Beatrice will say, "Boy, maybe we should wait tomorrow. We have lots of things we have taken them from there. We don't know what we're dealing with just yet."
Okay, then Magnus is not going to argue and take upon the offer to go back to safety.
All right.
I believe
No.
it's best.
Right. You all head back to the guest house. It's very, very well lit at this hour. Usually well lit, considering it's almost. You check the watch at the wall. It's almost 2 a.m. actually, 2 in the morning, and you all feel rather worn and cold, having been out there for quite some time now, at least 1.5 hours. And the air is misting all around you, and as you head back into the warmth of the guest house, all the guests have gone to bed, and you can actually see Lisa Svensson going about putting out all the candles in the house.
Letting the devil into the house again.
Looking concerned in your direction. So yes.